Hey everybody, good morning. Back at it for the second installment of the Star Wars saga, Star Wars for a Good Cause for the Charm City Angels. Just completed the second film yesterday. Wanted to sleep on it before I gave you my feedback, my thoughts. Also wanted to make the second one a little more interactive, so I threw it out there and asked for your questions on the film, and we'll get to that here shortly. But first, just to give you a general synopsis of what went down in The Empire Strikes Back. I guess the biggest surprise in the second film and the biggest twist of character development would be the fact that Princess Leia is a slut, man. I mean, first she's kissing Luke, and then she's kissing Han, telling him she loves him, and Luke's meanwhile freezing his ass off in some destitute land where they're hiding from the dark side, the Imperial forces, and then, spoiler alert, the big reveal: Darth Vader is Luke's father. Tell you the truth, I already knew that one. I mean, you can't be living in this world today and not be, have pop culture like thrust down your throat, especially on social media with memes and whatnot. So yeah, saw that one coming, but what a rough day for Luke that was. Then he ends up getting his hand cut off. So, first he finds out that this asshole, Darth Vader, is his father, and then he gets his hand cut off. Meanwhile, Princess Leia's, hooking up with Han. I mean, without Luke's hand and without Princess Leia, it's going to be really hard for him to find the Force, if you know what I'm saying. But alas, Darth Vader gets away yet again, and Luke gets a new hand in the end. So, while very well Luke could have ended things there, I believe, they decided we're going to cash in on yet another film and draw this one out the best we can so that we can have maybe one final showdown in episode 6, I guess. I would hope that after all these years that Darth Vader still is not amongst us living. Bastard deserves to die, So we're going to go ahead and get to a couple of your questions. Not a lot of response on this one, and I was quite surprised. I will say this, that for as passionate as Star Wars fans seem to be, there's only a couple that have really come through for this cause. I know if it was something that I was uber passionate about, like Pine Car Derbies, I would be trying to spread that word as much as I could. So I don't know if these Star Wars fans were out yesterday returning all the Star Trek stuff they got from their grandmother, or they're buying, Star Wars oranges or Star Wars toilet paper, or maybe they're still at the movie theater watching the seventh episode over and over and over again. I don't know. So let's see here. Our first question comes from Michael, and he asks simply, is Lando a chump? And then immediately following that, our friend Asa believes that Lando is a pimp. And, of course, we're referring to Billy Dee Williams, who is best known for his chilling and poignant portrayal of an alcoholic in those Colt 45 commercials back in the day. And, I can see both sides of this argument. In the film, Han takes Princess Leia and RoboCop to the city in the clouds, where they believe they'll find safe haven because Han and Lando are old friends. But it turns out that Darth Vader knew this all along. It says that Jedi mind stuff, trying to get Luke to show up so that he could, turn him over to the dark side. And Lando basically sells out his friends, but it seems that Lando has some kind of other plan in the works. So I'm going to hold my judgment on this one at this point and say that he's neither a chump nor a pimp. And I think I have a better theory, and that is that maybe during the filming of the second Star Wars, Harrison Ford saw the potential to really cash in on the third film, and he was probably holding out in contract, so they tried to do this, let's just freeze Harrison Ford, and maybe he'll just won't come back if he wants too much money, and we'll bring in Billy Dee, and then it'll just be a seamless transition, and we won't have to worry about it. But I think there's some bigger plans for Billy Dee. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe not. Maybe he dies a tragic death very early on in the third film, didn't really make a lot of money, and maybe that's why he turns to the bottle, the Colt 45. I guess we'll have to find that as we go. Oh, these annoying pop-up ads. No, I don't need natural male enhancement. I already ordered it. And I got another question here from Carl, and Carl asks, what is Darth Vader's wife's name? I think we've all seen that meme at this point, sir. Her name would be Ella. Ella Vader. Spoiler alert! And I did get a couple anonymous ones, so let's check the inbox here, and let's see. Whoa! Okay, I appreciate the offer on that one, ma'am, but wow. Is that even possible? That is the biggest grapefruit I've ever seen. Impressive. All right, let's just take one more question here. Okay, if Donald Trump chose Darth Vader as his running mate for the presidential election at the same time that Hillary Clinton chose Chewbacca as hers, who would win the election and why? Okay, all four of these are fictional characters, so the likelihood of this happening is the likelihood of me watching the bonus features on this Blu ray box set. I can't look away. Ooh, grapefruit juice. So join me next time when we find out the answer to the burning questions. Will Vader finally meet his demise? Will Luke join the dark side? Or will he complete his Jedi training and become full on? Or will Vader and Luke go to family counseling and work their issues out? So I guess we'll find out next time. I told you not to flush the toilet after you do that.